Omega7 publishes multicultural, socially conscious comic books designed to inspire young people to become active and positive forces within their communities. I'm Alonzo Washington, the creator of Omega7. We are located in Kansas City, Kansas. We have 7 employees, and we have been in business for 24 years. The comic books address topics such as violence prevention, healthy eating, diabetes awareness, and other social issues. Our target audience is young people, ethnic populations, sci-fi nerds, superhero fans, and people who would not buy traditional comic books. I'm super qualified to run a business. I've been a businessman since I was 7 years old. I would make comic books and sell them to my classmates in school for 25 cents a piece. When I grew up, after being told by teachers and by mainstream comic book companies that I couldn't do comic books and no one wanted to see a black superhero, I went to the library, researched publishing, and found out that publishing meant having the funds to produce your own materials. I later used my expertise in media contacts as an activist to hype my comic book and raised enough awareness and took pre-orders and was able to raise enough money to publish my first comic book in 1992. I also became the first African-American comic book publisher and African-American independent comic book company to produce its own action figures based off of characters within its comic books that were sold in department stores across the country. My business makes a huge impact as it relates to fighting crime, finding missing kids, and preventing violence in the community. In 2005, I gained national attention when my newspaper ad generated a tip that solved the Precious Doe child beheading case and got her killers arrested. Ever since then, Omega7 sets out to protect children, solve more crimes, and to reduce violence every year. In 2014, our Missing Kids trading cards and comic books raised awareness about missing kids. Omega7 also uncovered underground fight clubs being performed in local schools and being put on the internet and got them stopped before they turned deadly.
Referee, with no adult supervision, we can look at deadly things taking place.
A Kansas City, Kansas parent community activist says this video shows an organized fight taking place inside Wyandotte High School. Welcome everybody, I'm Phil Whitten. This is Fox 4 News at 6. New video of a fight inside the school has this parent, who's also a noted community activist, demanding that school leaders stop what he calls an...
When one child was shot and paralyzed at a convenience store and another one was murdered at a different convenience store, Omega7 created a social media and radio campaign designed to get tips in those cases and also to reduce murders throughout the community.
Who killed Angel Hooper? Give tips now.
Omega7 was also able to rally local businesses to add $10,000 to the rewards in both of those cases and was able to solve them both. The violence reduction program was a big success. Normally every year we have 100 homicides in the Kansas City area.
You're going to feel like me. Community activist Alonzo Washington helped Tina with her son's case and says he helped convince witnesses to step forward. He says he understands people are afraid, but this case is a perfect example why the people of Kansas City have to be willing to do the right thing.
You don't come forward, you have failed the city. If you don't talk, criminals walk, and you have to go past just giving a tip. You have to be willing to take it all the way to the max, sit in a courtroom, and tell the court what you have seen.
The Jackson County prosecutors...
This year, we came in under 77. The homicide rate has never been so low since 1967. That's the year I was born. In 2014, Omega7 also helped prosecutors and police solve a large amount of murders.
Investigators hope an anti-crime activist can give them some insight into a murder case in the metro. John Perdiz is charged in the murder of his wife, Renee.
Now, activist Alonzo Washington is being questioned for information he may have. Fox 4's Kathy Quinn is working for you live.
If I won the Holiday Inn Small Biz Wish Contest, I'd use the funds to support my Comics for Cops campaign. This program gives away free comic books, action figures, trading cards, and posters to police departments across the country so police officers can give them to youth to build trust in the urban communities in which they serve. I also use the funds to buy more ads to solve more crimes in my community, and I also use the funds to create more business space for my business. My small business has turned me into a real-life superhero.